I happen to be listening to a folk singer named Frank, Phranc, the other day. I kind of like this song she sang called Take Off Your Swastika. And of course, she sang the song largely because she was Jewish. And a lot of punk rock types would use the swastika not because they were Nazis or in any way sympathetic to anti-Semitism or, sympathetic to the Nazi regime. But they would tell her, Frank, it's just a symbol, it's just an emblem, it's just a righteous decoration. It didn't mean anything. But in the song, she says it means a little more to me because she's Jewish. Okay. And it reminded me of what something that my late best friend, he died several years ago. My late best friend told me had happened to him. He was a gay man. He was a gay Jewish man. He picked up this guy, and he'd taken the guy home, about ready to get it on. Man takes his shirt off, sees a big swastika tattooed on his chest, and he tells him to immediately, he says to get out, put your shirt on and get out. Okay, and that was the end of that. And I remember asking my friend, do you know for sure that this man was a neo-Nazi or an anti-Semite? I mean, he might have been had the swastika tattooed in a kind of punk rock spirit or something like that. I mean, there are some people who would have it tattooed without it having any sort of political meaning to them. And my friend said he doesn't care. He doesn't care if it has a political meaning to that person or not. It has a political meaning to him as a Jew. It has a very negative political meaning to him as a Jew. And see, that's the thing about it. Even if a person who's not an anti-Semite, wants to just, that's the thing about the swastika, it's been used in India and in other cultures for centuries, for thousands of years. It actually goes back to prehistory. It's an easy symbol to make. And it has traditionally represented, positive things, cheerfulness, happiness, and things that are very good. But in the modern world, the first thing you think of when you see that is the Holocaust. Okay, now, could the symbol ever be cleansed of Hitler and the Nazis and the horrible things that they did? At some point that might be possible, but not in our lifetimes. It would probably take centuries and perhaps maybe at least 1,000 years for that to happen. Okay, because and so for punk rockers or people to say, well, it doesn't mean anything to me. It doesn't mean anything to me. It's just a decoration. The thing is, to somebody else who sees it, it means something. And it means something horrible. So you really shouldn't use it. Now, I don't think I can say this, though, to somebody who comes from a culture like India, or somebody who is Buddhist, maybe a Native American culture where you have the whirling logs. And like there was somebody who was, I think it was Navajo, and she said, "Those are whirling logs. Don't you dare call it a swastika." It was whirling logs. And she regarded it as part of the native culture. And she said, we shouldn't have to give up part of our culture because some white people did something awful to other white people and used something that looked like it as a symbol. So yes, in the cases of other cultures,